Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Chalice Chat. We had a bit of a lengthy episode last time, died a whole bunch, fought a whole lot of stuff, and cleared out basically everything on Layer 3 of the Lower Pthumeru Chalice Dungeon except for the boss. So that's where we're gonna go now. And I'm hoping that we can get through the boss without too much difficulty, without too much of a montage. I'm hoping I'm strong enough that that will not be an issue, but we'll see. Looks like we have Tomb Prospector Auric here. Don't know if they changed Auric's name or not, but might have, considering the vacuum company. I don't know. Who do we have behind this boss door? Oh, it's okay. It's the repeat ROM. I knew this happened. I didn't know when. Just talked about this name a lot in Translation Born, but actually this is probably a good thing because, if I can think for 2 seconds. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about, because I only really got to talk about the name, like, Roma in terms of what that might mean for a people, as opposed to what that, like, some of the other things that I thought were interesting about that name. And one of the things that I thought was interesting was Roma, like, people talk about how the boss is perceived as feminine, or there was an interview with Miyazaki where he said he thinks of Rom as a girl, and people thought that this makes more sense if you know that the name is Roma instead of Rom. And I think that's interesting because it works, like, it makes sense, but it works off of an English language assumption about female names, where they tend to end in A, right? Whereas Japanese feminine names tend to end in things like ko or mi, right? So like child or beauty or something like that. They don't necessarily, like, the ah sound doesn't necessarily sound feminine as far as Japanese names are concerned. So I kind of wonder how much of that is, like, extra, an outside cultural assumption that, okay, sure, it makes sense. Sure, it makes sense that the A has some cultural significance, but does it have as much as a Westerner would think? And I don't know. Oh, uh-oh. Meteors from the sky. Gotta heal. It might make sense to, well, one thing, take cover. It might make sense to maybe not deal with these spiders as much and just rush down Rom, because the bolt does a lot of damage to Rom. I thought that pillar would help me. It did not. Well, maybe a little. Yikes! Hello, spider. I'm glad I kept moving and did not stand idly by. Yikes! Okay, spider jump killed me. Maybe we will need a montage. Can I make any points in this episode? I don't know. We'll find out. Montages, points, and bosses. How will it all end? I don't know. But, yeah, I think I've basically said, I think going back to that point would essentially be talking around that point at this, by now, that the, I don't know how much it makes sense to put onto Roma versus Romu. Like, I do think it does make some sense because Bloodborne is a game that's obviously influenced by Western media and perceptions. It's got clear Lovecraftian influences. It's also got Gothic influences. It's got a lot of overseas influences. Miyazaki, at, like, all of the games that are in the Soulsborne series have clear ties. They've got the English voice acting that puts the English naming assumptions and things front and center. So I do think there is a case to be made for saying that even if it's not necessarily a common Japanese naming convention, that the A in Roma would be a hint that this is supposed to be perceived as a feminine name. So I do think that makes some sense. I don't know if it makes complete sense. I don't know if it makes as much sense as if this was done by a Western developer, but I don't know. It's tough to say. I think it's interesting to think about, though. So that's kind of one of the cultural assumptions that I kind of looked into and thought about bringing up and then just didn't have time to make in the Translation-Born episode. Thought that might be interesting to bring up in this context since we're fighting Rom again. And it is like, it could have been Romu. I think I kind of mentioned that in passing before. And it wasn't, it's Roma. And I kind of wonder how significant that difference is in the Japanese. But alright, let's do a bunch of damage to Rom and then recover stamina. And then do a bunch more. Because if I can, I want to interrupt this teleport. Nope, didn't get it. Oh well. I tried to outsmart myself. We're just going to have to deal with getting shot at by a bunch of icicles out of nowhere. At least the spiders are a bit more bunched up. I see incoming attacks. Running away. Alright. I wonder if I can hide behind this pillar. The answer is yes. I'm seeing those ice shards come down from the sky. So I'm pretty safe behind this pillar. Hey, spiders. Come fight me over here. Come on, spiders. Let's go. Uh-oh. I shouldn't have asked for it. Be careful what you wish for when it comes to spiders. Is anyone else feel like coming out to attack me back here? Because I'm feeling... How about this pillar? Does this pillar work too? No, that pillar does not work. That pillar is not safe. That pillar is something I need to keep running away back here to. Okay. I look you dead in the face, Rom, and I laugh at your ice attacks that are rebounded off of that pillar. Ha 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 ha. Uh-oh. Alright. Well, that took care of both of those spiders. Please don't get killed by spiders. Okay. Whoa, that was a close one. Rom is figuring out the way around this pillar, slowly but surely. She is making progress. Alright. Uh-oh. Yikes! Okay, well... there we go. Round 2. We'll come back for more. I do have to say, it is nice not having to worry about, losing lots of blood echoes. I'm glad I spent those in between episodes. Oh, that's right, I did want to mention, I can't remember, I can't hold anything in my head when I do these episodes. I'm not sure if I mentioned it or not, but I did level up. I did grab another bit of arcane, and I switched over to the, I can't remember because they're like reversed in Japanese and English, but I got the League rune on instead of the Vile Blood rune. Alright. Phase 1, it makes sense to kill all the spiders for sure. Phases 2 and 3, I'm not so sure. If I could just rush down, if I could stagger and rush down Rom in phases 2 and 3, I would take that. I think that would be just fine by me. Because those glaciers that fall from the sky that she summons, those are nasty. And the fact is, the nature of this bolt weapon, pretty strong. There's a leaping spider attack. Does quite a lot of damage, but leaves them exposed. Uh-oh. My buff wore off. Oh, oops. Well, it's interesting. I didn't get very much rally off of that. Well, that's okay. I can just kill it. Alright, getting low on spiders for round 1. And dodge. Alright. I feel like there was another point I wanted to make about Roma as a boss aim, but I can't remember what it is in the moment. Definitely the interesting thing about, well, I don't know if anyone else thinks it's interesting. I think it's interesting about the cultural assumptions we make about naming conventions and how they do or don't apply across various cultures and the nature of how that interacts with Bloodborne as a game. That's kind of the main thing that I was interested in. Alright, let's see if we can get the stun this time. Just keep swinging. Nope. The answer was no. It was a better setup than last time, but still couldn't pull it off. That's okay. Yikes! Taking a bunch of damage! And instantly killed. Oh well. I'll be back. Just you wait. Maybe the consequence of going long in the previous episode is that I can do just a full-length episode of fighting Rom without having to montage. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. I'm not ready to jump to montage mode yet. I'm still willing to talk through this as I go. Still willing to give it a shot. I don't know, some of these some of these episodes that I've montaged, they cut down to like 5 minutes, but they take like 3 hours per boss. So that was one of the big reasons why the Chalice Chat stopped when they did. It's because as fun as it is to throw yourself up against a reasonable challenge, it's starting to feel a little unreasonable. You could see it when I thought I'd have enough time to record a full set of episodes with Greg, and he had to leave early. That that could have been planned out a little bit better. But, oh well. Alright. Phase 1 of Rom, not that bad, because the meteors are not falling from the sky. And I also wonder, so when you fight Rom in the lake, and you kill all these little spiders, they will occasionally drop, I think it's Madman's Knowledge. I'm pretty sure of that. I think I remember doing that in one of my playthroughs, grabbing an item in Lakeland. Moonside Lake it's called. I always wonder to what extent I should talk about, oops, that was terrible. That was a whole bunch of damage that I did not need to take. I always wonder about the extent I should talk about place names. I've done it kind of on and off. And honestly, like general systems text, like I think if I do that Blood Gem episode, that'll be an interesting test for how much like video game terminology it makes sense to put in one of these episodes. All right, come on, give me the stun this time. Oh man, maybe I just don't have it in me. Hello again, Rom. Run away again. I'm not gonna help you. Get me out of here. Where's Rom? There's Rom. Alright, I see you doing your attack. I'm going to keep moving. And I'm just going to go in for the kill. Here it comes. Don't even care. Whoa! Hey, go away. Alright. Buff. Heal up. That's right. Flail. Flail at me, Rom. Uh-oh. That's the AoE. Alright. Here we go. Flail at me again. I can melt your health like it's nothing. That's it. That's it. That's all I gotta do. Rom is dead. Alright. So there go all the spiders. Whew. That was a calculated risk. Definitely all according to my brilliant plan. Okay. Well, we've got a little bit more time at the end of this episode. So, actually, before I go back to the Hunter's Dream, I will go down to the next layer, which Lower Pthumeru has 4 layers. I'm interested to see how this plays out. I feel like after that break, we got a pretty good boost in terms of my health and the damage that I'm doing. I'm pretty happy with how Layer 3 went. I'm curious about how Layer 4 will go, because it's definitely... The layers do get harder the further you go down, even within the same or different depths of the Chalice dungeons. Alright, looks like there's no pre-lantern pathway here. Or if there is, it's behind an extra door. Nope. Alright, so, yeah, back to the dream we go. And I will be back in the dungeon shortly. Actually, on second thought, why would I bother cutting this episode and just ignoring what I do in the dream? That kind of doesn't make sense. Alright, so, got to repair. Was that strengthened? Did I just... No, okay. That would have been funny. Alright, and how many do I need? I still need like 6 more chunks to get my Tonitrus to +9, let alone my poor saw cleaver, which is way behind. But it's repaired now. I got a bunch of blood gems, so let's see if those make me any better. 157 was the number I was looking at. Maybe I should have cut this out after all, because this is kind of boring. I don't know. Maybe not. Who knows? And this is something, if anyone's watching this and wants to comment and let me know what's working and what's not. I'm a terrible judge of my own content, terrible judge of what other people actually find interesting and engaging, as opposed to me. So, anything you do to let me know about your preferences on any of these things, definitely just let me know, because it'll make the series better is what it'll do. I'm almost positive I don't have enough to level up. Yep, didn't think so. Alright, but that's fine. So long. I wanted to buy blood vials anyway. How many? I've got 160 something in storage. Alright, that's good. When I get down below 100, it'll be really scary, but... Well, it won't be really scary, but it'll be annoying because I need those blood vials for everything. Alright, back to layer 4. Let's see how this goes. We're going to dip our toes into it. We're going to get a feel for it. Then we're going to come back in the next episode and hopefully be done with it. So, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm pretty sure that that's the way I came and this is the way I want to go. But I don't know, I've been wrong before. Yeah, anyway, as I was saying, I'm kind of a bad judge of my own stuff, and the longer it goes, and the more I like implement slow changes over time, look at this. I said I've been wrong before, and I have been wrong again. And it ties right into my point about my not always being the best judge of things. So I have a tendency to just not be able to... Like, I can't stand any of the early episodes of Translation Porn anymore. I basically find them unwatchable. I don't know how everyone else feels about that. Probably a variety of feelings. But, yeah, personally, I just can't stand it. And I feel like this is something that it's always hard for me, and I've always had a hard time judging any kind of creative work that I've done. For whatever reason, it gets super harsh with myself. Very, very difficult to be an accurate self-critic. I think if you have a skill set that allows you to view your own stuff objectively and make good improvements without getting too worried about one point or another, that's a valuable skill set. Wait, hold on. Okay. That could have been very bad. I was afraid that was a ambush waiting to happen, but it was not. Would have been a good ambush. Because that doorway is right there, and you want people to open that door. People are gonna want to open that door, so that's a good place for people to jump out of. But it doesn't open from this side, which tells me we're going to be circling back here. Hopefully that'll be a handy-dandy shortcut for when we open the boss door. And I'm on the lookout for traps, and I'm getting a short hallway. And more short hallway. Alright, this has a root in it, which means there's probably not a... I talked about this in a previous Chalice Chat, even though in theory I know there's some places that like just won't have illusory walls. I gotta check. I gotta check. I probably missed one. I probably missed a whole bunch. But I gotta check all the wrong ones. I gotta check all the walls. All the wrong walls. Oh hey, it's one of these dudes. You don't... They tend to drop, yeah, these things. These gems instead of, like, the blood, like the upgrades, like the chunks. Who are you? Oh, it's, Auric, our old friend Vacuum Man. Was this the other side of that door? It was. Well, so much for a handy-dandy shortcut. It was a very short loop. What's upstairs here is probably important, though, so I guess that saves me a little bit of going in a circle. Let's find out what's upstairs. Maybe I'll go till I throw the switch, and then call it for this episode. I don't want... That last episode was like... I don't know what it's going to edit down to, but it was like 50 minutes. And I generally find that these are better at, like, the half-hour mark. I don't know. This ties into the whole discussion of... If you feel differently than I do, let me know. It's tough when I'm the only one that has to make one call or the other. Of course, if you don't care, you don't care. You can just stay quiet and it'll be what it is. Okay. I'm seeing patrolling hounds and our old Ember Hat friend. Get shot. Oops, wrong button. Get shot. And you still take 3 buffed hits after getting shot to take out. That's good to know. I'm feeling pretty confident now about this layer. Get shot. Uh-oh. Spiders. I was willing to risk it when it was just the dog and the fire thrower. But spiders get involved. I gotta reset this situation. Alright, swing from the left. Uh-oh. Dog, get shot. Spider, get killed. Okay. I didn't get to dodge in time. I did get to heal in time. Dog, get shot. Oh, come on. Get shot. Get shot. Alright. Now I'm gonna heal. You're gonna... Oh. Twice. Healing twice was greedy. I did not have time to heal twice. Alright, the angle saved me. Get shot. Get dead. You shoot the dog like 5 times. It only takes 2 hits. Alright, I'm gonna heal up. And we can take on the keeper friend. Any other spiders? They're probably up above. Yes, there are more spiders. Okay, so, hey keeper friend. Sorry. Hey keeper friend, come over here. Don't just throw fire. Physically walk this way, so I don't have to deal with that spider there. Come closer, let's do that again. How about I shoot you, and shoot you again, and shoot you again, and nope. Probably the one time the visceral would have happened. Aha! Oh, a little early. Alright. Well, this is going terribly. Oh, man. One of these days. Or not. I've got 1 bullet left. I'm just going to shoot it to get the damage. And I'm going to... Well, I thought I was going to step through that fire. It's okay. I'll just hit you a bunch. When all else fails, just hit him a bunch. Okay. So now... There we go. There's the spider. And there it goes. Easy as that. Easy as simple as that. Didn't drop anything for me. Except another spider. So long, Spider the Second. Actually, that's probably like Spider the Fifth, but who's keeping track? Not me. I heard the spider drop, even if I only barely saw it because of the root that was on the ceiling or whatever. And that is now a lot of dead spiders. Alright, this long hallway has me thinking traps, has me thinking alcoves, has me thinking weirdness. It is none of those things, it's just a long hallway. Uh-oh. There was a spider. There was a trap. There are a lot of traps. There was a bell-ringing woman. There are a lot of summoned spiders. Bell-ringing woman is dead. Summoned spiders have disappeared. And now... I just have to find and disarm these traps. Okay. I can't believe that's what happened. That's so crazy. Alright, this is the statue that I can see and take out. Any illusory walls here? Looks like the answer... Uh-oh. I see another trap now. I see another trap now. Okay. Back to potential illusory walls. That are not. That are not. Okay. I see more traps. I see more traps. I step on more traps. I see more traps. Boy. Normally, like, I've been in a room where I think they had like 3 traps set up like that. I've not seen that many before. Look at all this haze. There's probably a bunch of enemies down here. Probably like a whole bunch. So I'm just gonna go in wildly swinging, take out these incense burners. Turns out the mob of enemies I was afraid of was not here. Ooh, a bunch of fire stuff. Molotov cocktails and fire paper. Interesting. Okay, get this item in this corner. Oh, bullets. That's good, because I fired all of my bullets earlier. Okay. Ooh, blood vials. That's even better, because they heal me, and I need them. I need them all the time. Alright, what's back here? Is this only one path of 2? I can't remember. I can't remember if this was the only way to go, if there was a branching path before. This is a problem with the Chalice dungeons. I just don't know. Well, if I get to the end of this path, we'll find out. I guess another path would be to fall down here. Uh-oh. I don't know why I shot. I shouldn't have shot anything. Oh, he went down in one hit. That's cool. Alright, I realized after I went across that other room that I should probably be aware of things falling from the ceiling. And so I checked the ceiling this time, and I didn't see anything. Okay, this looks like a treasure room. I'm glad I stayed on that upper path. Oh, hello, I see you. You can't fool me. Haha. Get killed. Alright, I see the big guy back there. Sometimes there's enemies on the side. I don't see any enemies on the side. I think this is one of the times when that, well, aside from that ambusher guy, I think this is one of the times I can just fight this guy. And it looks like he's one of, nope. He's one of the regular melee type people. Yikes! Oh man. Well, I knew I had to dodge to get out of that one. Alright, what if I... Oops. There we go. What if I get a visceral and then just hit you? That might have been the more effective thing to do. I'm going to have to watch that back and see what those damage numbers were. But I'm suspicious, because viscerals tend to scale with, what is it, skill? What they call it in this game? As opposed to, ooh, Ritual Blood 4. As opposed to, what's the other one? As opposed to, like, any other stat, really. Strength, Arcane, Blood Tinge, any of that stuff. Okay. Some of these, like, slightly raised cobblestones have me very, like, leery of the fact that maybe they're traps. But so far they have not been. And let's see what's in this treasure chest. Probably more chalice materials. That does... Ooh, blood gem. That does tend to be the way of these things, is chalice materials on top of chalice materials. Alright. The last one. Ooh, more Ritual Blood 4. Side chest, same as the main chest. Well, the main sarcophagus. Look at that. I don't think I've ever looked in one of these things before. There's an actual, like, mummified corpse in there. That's a little creepy. But anyway, we've been going for roughly half an hour now, and the last one went long, so I'm going to say goodbye now, and look forward to seeing you next time. Well, there we go. It worked. All right. So long, everybody.